Hi students, my name is Hitesh Naharashet. I am from Mannavara. So last class we discussed about a topic from 8th standard, that is data handling. In data handling we already discussed about what is meant by data and what are the types of graph that we can easily represent the data, and in the last class we discussed about organizing data. So here we have to move on to the next topic, that is grouping of data. So we have to learn about grouping of data. Grouping of data. Yes. So compared to the last one, that is organizing data. In organizing data there are many individual things. That means dog, cat, rabbit and like that. But there is no any case of grouping. So we can't group dog and cat as a one group. No. But here in the case of grouping data we have numbers. We have a collection of numbers. So we don't know whatever the numbers. So 1 to 100, 1 to 1000 likewise. So in that case we can't take it as an individual. When we take individual 100 numbers, different numbers means, so it is very huge. That means one as a single row and two as a single row, like that we have to take when it is in the organizing data. But here what we have to do is we have to group those numbers. That means 0 to 5 as one group and 6 to 10 as one group and 11 to 15. So likewise, or 0 to 10 as one group and 11 to 20 and 21 to 30. So likewise we have to group and then we have to make the frequency distribution table. We can analyze the data easily. So let us discuss about grouping of data by taking some of the examples. Yes, so here it is the sum of the data. So obtained from the class 8 examination. That means here the marks obtained by the 40 students of class 8 examination. So as follows. That means these are in the random order. That means here not in the organized order. So it is in the unorganized form. So we have to convert it in an organized form by grouping of data. So previously we discussed about organizing data. Organizing data we discussed about we have to take the individual things separately. But here it is not able, because here so 1 is there, 2 is there, 3 is there, likewise up to 24 is there. So for that we have to take the 24 rows lines. But it is quite difficult for us. So it's not able to differentiate the grades like that. So here what we have to do is we have to group the things. We have to group some of the things here. So just observe here. So firstly what we have to do is we have to observe the smallest number. What is the smallest number? Just observe. As here 0 is the smallest number, and here what is the largest number, biggest number here is 24. So here smallest number is 0 and biggest number is 24. That means here the interval between. So the numbers are between 0 and 24. That means we can assume. So this is the examination of total marks 25. So totally 25 marks examination it is. So here the students got the lowest marks as 0 and the highest marks as 24 here. So here we have to take the intervals. That means here we have to take the sum of the bunch of digits as a one group. So that's why we call it as a grouping of data. Here we have to group some amount of things here. So 0 to 25. 0 to 25 means we can take 5 as one group. So we can take 5 as one group, that is 0 to 4 and 5 to 9, 10 to 40. So likewise we can take. Also we can take 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25. Likewise also we can take, but there are some of the restrictions are there. We have to bother about that. We have to aware of that. Okay. So let us discuss about these things. Firstly we have to group the things. So firstly we have to group the smallest thing here. That means 0 to 24. That means 0 to 25 we have to take, and here we have to take any class intervals. Okay, firstly I will take. So here we have to take the class interval. That means here we have to group the things. Otherwise, all same compared to the previous organizing data. Here, firstly, I will take the class interval. Class interval. So here it is. We have to group the things. So here 0 is there. Here it is 24 is there. So that means here there are two ways are there. I already explained that one. So here 0 to 5, 5 to 10. Likewise also we have to take, or 0 to 10, 0 to 4, and 5 to 9. So likewise also we can take. Both the way also possible here. So but here 24 is the lowest, highest term. If it is 25, we can take 0 to 5, 5 to 10. Likewise we have to take. So just aware of that is when we take the 0 to 5, 5 to 10, and 11 to 15, sorry 10 to 15, and 15 to 20, 20 to 25. Then must aware of that we didn't take that 5. So here we can't take 5 in this interval. But here we have to take the interval. Here we have to take the class interval 5. So when we have the number 5 means the frequency, the tally mark goes to this only, not this. Okay. So better you take 0 to 4 only. So yes. So here firstly I will take 0 to 4 as one class interval. That means here it runs bunch of 5 numbers. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then next 5 to 9. So just observe all the frequency between the class interval there. So there must be equal numbers. So unique numbers are there. So we have to maintain the unique numbers there. Here just observe 5, 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 like that. So here 0 to 4, here it also 5 numbers, 5 to 9, here it is also 5 digits, and then 10 to 14. Yes, 10 to 14 means 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes, 5 digits, and then 15 to 19. 15 to 19. Just observe 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Likewise. Then 20 to 24 is all. That means here 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That means in each groups, in each class interval, there are 5 digits are there. So there are 5 strength of numbers are there. So that's why we have to take the unique numbers, unique groups. So in each group, so we have to maintain the equal number of digits, equal number of strength of numbers like that. Okay. So here we have to aware of this thing. Then it is same. So here it is same compared to the previous. So here we have to take the tally marks. Here we have to take the tally marks. And here we have to take the number of students also. Number of students got 0 to 5 marks likewise. That is number of students. Number of students. Or we can take frequency also. Write the frequency. Frequency is nothing but how many students are there, how many frequencies are there, like that. Okay. So after that we have to analyze the data, or after that we have to make a frequency distribution table. So we have to distribute these things in the class interval. Okay. So let us start to take that distribution. So this is because of frequency distribution table in which we have to distribute all the things into this data. So after that we have to convert this unorganized form of a data into organized form of a data here. So just observe, here it is 16. So 16 is between 15 to 19, that's why we can take the tally mark. But remember, so when we are going to deal with these numbers, so there are so many confusion. If we forgot to take one digit means the whole answer is wrong. So that's why after each digit we have to mention, just put a right mark from the pencil only. After that you have to rub. Okay, so then it looks like neat and clean. So likewise, so just write it in a pencil, just take a tick mark in a pencil, and here what is the reason for the tick mark is, so here we don't forget to take any numbers. Okay, so 16 is over, then 17, we can take 17. 17 is between 15 and 19, take another tally mark. Then here it is 18, 18 is between 15 and 19, so that's why I will take the tally mark here only. Then here it is 3, yes, 3 in between 0 to 4, I will take the tally mark here. And then next it is 7. 7 means here is 5 to 9, between 5 to 9, 7 is there, so we have to take the tally mark here. Then here 23. 23 is in between 20 and 24, I will take the tally mark here. Then here it is 18. 18 is between 15 and 19, so here we have to take the tally mark here. Then here it is 10. 10 is here in between this interval 10 to 14, here I will take one tally mark here. Then the one row is completed. Then 21. Yes. So 21 is in between 20 to 24. I will put the tally mark here. And 7. 7. So here 7 is in between 5 to 9. Then here I will take another tally mark here. And 1. So 1 is in between 0 to 4. I will take the tally mark here. Then next 13. 13 is in between 10 to 14, so I will take the tally mark here. Then 21. 21 is in between 20 to 24, I will take the tally mark here. Then here it is 13. 13 is in between 10 to 14, so here I will take the tally mark. Then 15. Here it is 15, so 15 is in between 15 and 19, so I will take the tally mark here, but here 4 is completed. Remember, after 4 tally marks, the 5th tally mark will be taken like this, the cross mark. So that means it indicates, this indicates a bunch of 5 tally marks. A bunch of 5 tally marks, we can easily analyze how many numbers are there, how many frequency are there. We can easily analyze from this symbol, it having 5 digits. Okay, so then next 19. So here 19 is in between 15 and 19. So just take a tally mark here. Then here 24. So 24 is in between 20 to 24. Then here I will take the tally mark. Then 16. 16 is in between 15 and 19. So we have to take the tally mark here. Then 2. Here it is 2. 2 is in between 0 to 4. So here I will take the tally mark. Then 23. 23 is in between 20 to 24. I will take the tally mark here. Here 4 is completed. 4 tally mark is completed. 50 can be taken like this. Bunch of 5 groups completed here. Then 5. Here it is 5. So 5 is in between 5 to 9. So take the tally mark here. Then 12. 12 is in between 10 to 40. So take the tally mark here. Then here it is 18. 18 is in between 15 and 19. Take the tally mark here. Then here it is 8. 8 in between 5 to 9. So you have to take the tally mark here. Then here it is 16. 16 is in between 15 and 19. So you have to take the tally mark here. Then 5. 5 is in between 5 and 9. So here 4 is completed. The next tally mark we have to take like this. So it's a bunch of 5 group completed. Then 3. 3 is in between 0 to 4. So I will take the tally mark here. Then here it is 5. So 5 is in between 5 to 9. I will take the tally mark here. Then here it is 0. 0 is in between 0 and 4. So here 4 is completed. The next tally mark we have to take like this. So bunch of 5 is completed. Then here it is 7. 7 is in between 5 and 9. So take the tally mark here. And then here it is 9. 9 is in between 5 and 9. Take the tally mark here. Then 12. 12 is in between 10 and 14. So here 4 is completed. So next fifth tally mark we have to take it like this. A bunch of 5 is completed. Then here it is 20. So here is 20 is in between 20 and 24. So I will take the tally mark here. Then here it is 10. 10 is in between 10 and 20, 10 and 14. So I will take the tally mark here. Then 2 is in between 0 and 4, and I will take the tally mark here. Then 21. 21 is in between 20 and 24. Yes. So 16 is there. So 16 is in between 15 and 19. So I will take the tally mark here. Here the 4 is completed. So that's why the next tally mark we have to take like this. The bunch of 5 is completed. So then we have to, here 7 is there. So 7 is in between 5 and 9. So I will take the tally mark here. And then 19 is there. 19 is in between 15 and 19. I will take the tally mark here. Then 23 is there. 23 is in between 20 and 24. I will take the tally. So here. So I will just represent 23 as a tally mark in between 20 to 24. After that, what we have to do? We have to rub all the tick marks. In the examination, we won't able to just click right mark on the question paper. So that's why we have to rub all the right marks here, all the tick marks here. So just rub all the tick marks. So before we have to write those tick marks in the pencils only. Yes. So here we have to rub all the tick marks. Yes. So like this we have to rub all the things. Then what we have to do is, so here the grouping of data is completed, the frequency we got. Then we have to count the tally marks and write the numbers. Write the number of tally marks in the column number of the students. So here just count. So it's a bunch of 5 and single. So that means here we have to take 6 tally marks are there. So that means 6 number of students taken, the 0 to 4 marks, in between 0 to 4 class interval. Then 5 to 9. So here 5 is there, and after that 4. That means here it is 9. Then here 10 to 14. One bunch of 5 and one single. So here it is 6. Then here 2 bunch of 5 tally marks and one single tally mark. That means 5, 10, 11. Then here, so just observe here 5, one bunch is there. That means here 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. 8 number of students are taken marks. So they are in between 20 to 24 marks. So after that we have to count all those numbers. After that we have to count all those digits. So here 6. 6 is there, 9. 9 plus 6 is 15. 15 plus 6 is 21. 21 plus 11, 32. 32 plus 8, 40. So the total number of students is 40. So this is exactly equal. So equal with this all the students. That means here 40 students are there. So here we got the 40 students. When it is equal, our assumption, our organization is correct. So when it is like 39, 38 like that, so at that time, so you have to aware of one number is missed. So that's why I am just mentioned you to take the tick mark after each tally marks. Okay. So here it is, the grouping of the data is completed. Okay. So here I will take some of the terminologies are there in the class interval. So here 0 is there and 4 is there. Here 5 is there and 9 is there. 10, 14, 15, 19, 20, 24. So that means in the list of here. So that means 0 and 4. So for example, I will take 0 and 4. In 0 and 4, so here 0. it is the smallest point, it is the largest point, highest point. So here it is the smallest point, it is the highest point. In 5 and 9, 5 is the smallest point and 9 is the highest point. So in all the cases, so the interval is between smallest point to highest point. So we have to take the tally marks between smallest point and the highest point. So that the smallest point we are call it as a lower limit. So that means here all the smallest point. So each and every smallest point we are call it as a lower limit, and highest point we are call it as a upper limit. So that means, for example, in 0 and 4, in 0 to 4, 0 is the lower limit, and 4 is the upper limit. Yes. So limit. So limit means limitations. After that, no any numbers. So that means here 0 to 4 means we are restricted up to 0 to 4 only. There is no any number we have to take in this between the interval. So 5 is not included, 6 is not included. That means when the 4 is appears, when the 3, 2, 1, 0 is appears, so we have to take consider in between this class interval. That means, so 0 is the lower limit and 4 is the upper limit. Between the 0 and 4 we have to take the tally marks. And then after that we have what we have to take is some class marks. That means class marks is the half of the interval. So exactly half of the interval we have to take the class mark. So the middle value of the middle value of the class interval we call it as a class mark. So the middle value of the interval is class mark. Mid value of interval is known as class mark here. So how can we take that class mark here? So we have to add two numbers 0 and 4, 0 plus 4 by 2. After that we have to divide it by 2. So then we have to take, likewise we have to take the class mark. That means, for example, so between 0 and 4, the class mark is 0 plus 4 divided by 2 is equal to 4 by 2 is equal to 2. 2 is the class mark in between 0 and 4. So there are three terms are there. One is the lower limit. Lower limit is the smallest point. So that means smallest point in the interval, and upper limit is the highest point. That means 4. 4 is the highest point. So that is known as upper limit, and mid value of those two numbers, those two limits. So we can take it as a class mark here. So that means it's an average point here. Okay. So this is about the grouping of data here. So let us. There are many such examples are there. There are many such situations are there. We can analyze. We can take those datas, and that unorganized form of a data we are converted into the form of organized data. So initially the definition of data tells us that it is an organized collection of data, so that we have to convert that to unorganized form of a collection of data is converted into organized collection of data, organized form of a data. So that is nothing but grouping of data. So then we have to take it as a data. So here information is converted into data. So there are many examples are there. You can take any examples in day-to-day life. Many such examples are there. So you can solve by taking this grouping of data easily, and we can analyze the data also easily. Just observe here. So in between 5 to 19, 15 to 19, there are 11 students are there. That means here, so many students, that means 11 students are able to take 15 and 19. That means the average, so average, the almost maximum number of students are in between 15 and 19. So likewise, 8 students get 20 to 24 marks, likewise. So here it is not able to analyze like this. Yes. So this is the advantage of grouping of data here. So I conclude this part here. So you can take any examples and solve in your home. So thank you one and all. Be safe and stay home. And those who are watching this video for the first time, please subscribe our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. You can get the notification very easily. So thank you.